know, some people are calling it the Miracle on 4th Avenue.
Inside several cottages of the old state hospital in Anoka, a new life is beginning for local war heroes.
We're in the sitting room. This is a common area where women vets and their children can come watch TV, read, play. It's the biggest room in the building.
My name is Marcia Bell.
Female veterans like Marcia Bell, who was experiencing homelessness and was put in touch with Haven for Heroes.
When I came, I really felt like I was a part of something like bigger than myself.
Look, somebody in there.
The 24-year-old and her 2 young children feel right at home and safe in this sober community.
The fact that they bring us food, we don't have to worry about that. Volunteers ask us what do we need, like as a whole, and they make sure they bring it to us, you know.
Cottage 4, which has been open for a year now, is the first building in Minnesota dedicated to female veterans, and the success stories are already being written.
We had a young lady who got on her feet, got her own apartment, and as a matter of fact, one of the companies that donates furniture to us donated all the brand new furniture to her to set her up in an apartment. We have volunteer glazers that have come in here.
Bart Ward, interim director at Haven for Heroes, says they couldn't have done it without donations, which are approaching $750,000 in just over 18 months, plus upwards of 600 volunteers who have given countless hours converting the historic cottages into housing for homeless veterans.
Right now, it's 100% staffed by volunteers. We have 3 directors, interim directors, myself, my wife Ellen, and Barb Abler. Jim Abler continues to guide the construction part of the projects. Barb and Ellen have put together a professional team of volunteers who are involved in the administration of this operation.
Record my pressures, and everything looks good.
Volunteers like Tom Mevison, a licensed boiler engineer who didn't think twice about helping others in need.
I volunteer here because I thought my background as a building maintenance mechanic would be a good fit.
But that's not all. In addition to monitoring the boilers, Tom volunteers 1 day a week on the administrative team.
Well, I answer the phone, sort mail, greet visitors, assist the director.
The veterans themselves are also stepping up. One veteran serves as house manager on each floor, and they pitch in wherever else they are needed.
I've taken care of, been the kitchen manager, taking care of building and maintenance, donations, supplies, and just pretty much anything that I saw needed to be done.
Pat Daly, who served in the Navy, currently calls Cottage 2 home. He appreciates the sense of brotherhood at Haven for Heroes.
You know, I got here, I was on a bicycle. First guy I asked was another fellow Navy guy. I needed some help getting my stuff over here. Boom, he didn't hesitate. Within an hour, I had all my belongings here.
Daly says he wanted to be around other people who understand him completely.
Isolation was always, something that I did that wasn't healthy, and but this is a place if you're a veteran and isolation is an issue for you. There's always someone here to talk to.
Marcia Bell agrees.
I could just be myself. I don't have to hide who I am. And the fact that there's other veterans around, it's like they speak my language. And I chose to come here as opposed to a civilian place because veterans have more things in common. I feel like with me, because I'm a veteran, as opposed to civilians, we can uplift each other in a way that nobody else understands.
Both Marcia and Pat are using the facility as they transition to the next phase of their lives.
I would say we're probably half transitional right now in terms of transitioning people, having them come and stay with us, and then they transition out, find work, get skill sets that they need, maybe just overcome some issues that they might have had with family issues, addiction issues, physical issues, mental issues.
But others with serious combat injuries may never leave, and that's okay, because at Haven for Heroes, they are right where they belong.
We are on the front end of this venture. I think in a couple of years you'll see this run differently. As word gets out, and word is getting out fast, we hope to have the women's cottage here full sometime toward the end of this year. We're taking it slow, but we're very deliberate in what we're doing here. We don't need to be trying to get too far ahead of ourselves and then, not do things right. We want to do things right.
I just can't believe that I was able to come here, I didn't even know that these things existed. And for them to create a place, a safe place for us, it really puts faith in humanity back into my life,
I'd like to thank everyone who shared their stories with me today. There is a great need here for donations. If you'd like to help out, log on to havenforheroesmn.org.